Hi guys, my name is Lily and welcome to another episode of My Life Inside Out. Today's topic is childhood and the villain called epilepsy. Oh, why did I call epilepsy a villain? It's a menace in childhood. Okay, so um, we all have different childhoods, so I just want to share with you how my childhood went when epilepsy came down running in my door. So at the age of 5, I was taken to a neurologist, and because something happened the day before I was taken there. So at the age of 5, I was diagnosed with partial complex epilepsy. It's a type of epilepsy which we have types of epilepsy: generalized, partial, complex is mine. So generalized is where you see those shivers, people who has attacks and you see their eyes like going up. um those are seizures, that kind of seizures for generalized. But for partial complex, we just like fall anywhere, like just let us rest, and few minutes we wake up. But it before that those things happened to me, it started downhill when it was beyond my capacity, beyond the capacity of my mind, how serious my case was. So, as a child, you won't expect like to think that you have that, right? So in some cases after that, I gone to school, back to normal, like my mom, I was asking myself, why is my mom talking to these teachers, like telling them something about this? Then you will go like as a child, you would think, oh, is it that freaking serious? Like, is it like that freaking serious your case is? Is that really that bad? Then when it's a physical education schedule, I am not allowed uh to join their physical activity. That's how hard it is. So basically, like epilepsy took a lot of my younger years. So I became a late bloomer. Like it was very very hard for me at my side. It was I always ask, maybe also about my meds. I didn't know back then, like what I was intaking was meds. They were to cure my sickness. The only thing that mattered to me was back then, some of my classmates don't go near me because, oh, I have this like epilepsy thing, and they're like afraid, and it was beyond my capacity to think that. And I was like thinking like maybe this drugs like separates me from my classmates. So um I don't seriously like take my meds at the time. There were times that I didn't want to take them because maybe that was part of the reason why they don't. I didn't really like, because I had it 3 times a day back then. So in the afternoon I don't take that one because I felt back then that, maybe this is the thing that separated me from my classmates. They were very anxious near me cause about my case, and I was like, everything started going downhill. The things that you wanted to do as a child, you want to do physical things, extracurricular activities. I wasn't able to do that because fatigue is a trigger. I just turned it as I grow, and it became a normal norm. Oh, I'm not allowed to do not allowed to do that. I have to take this seriously. It took me a huge toll to like able to live with it. It's like, yeah, actually the secret is you have to embrace it, because if you don't accept what you have, be able to like able to accept you have it. I was like literally like, after those years, um just told to myself my childhood that this childhood is not for me because I will be like nah, this is not for me. And that's gonna be I accepted it. And then we go to the and then guys, we go to the what do you call that? We go to the part where the teenager life. So we passed childhood, right? So we go to teenager life. So when I was in high school, I was like, I already know how serious a thing. I am afraid of the infirmary. I hate that place. I hate the clinic because I was like, I didn't really like. I was, to be honest, like I was jealous with my classmates. That I admit because I didn't have the physical strength they had. My body's weak, but something changed back in the day. Like when when I was able to like accept that I had this sickness, people sim like sympathize with me. People who understood me, classmates understood me better. So I was like, it's like I feel like I'm not alone anymore. Like everything's getting stable, but it the epilepsy was a real villain and it was a really bad kind of sickness. Like you don't unexpected events happen and basically when something falls or my mom hears something like this, anything that like falls hard, she's like goes running and check on me. So I knew how like serious it was at a very young age. I think I was like 10. Like I realized because I don't know, it's like hard to explain, but after reaching the teenage years, which is high school life also, everything started. I was like, oh, this is life. I have to embrace this. I have this thing, and then there goes a spiral where like something really major happened. I was very depressed, and there was this. I was very depressed because of my sickness, also because I was like telling myself, I didn't ask for this. Why me? Why did God give me this sickness? A lot of episodes happen and I was like I almost reached the point where I experienced near death. So basically like I don't know if you believe in near death guys, but I do believe in near death because I have felt it. So basically like I was asked um a voice, like I heard a voice. This was I'm gonna tell you what I experienced in near death and you will be shocked what I was happening to be doing at that time. So in my near death experience, I was like, there's two hands offering me, telling me that this one offers me life and I will be able to regain everything that I will lose. And this one is choose if you choose this, you die. You're never gonna live again. Like you'll never see the people you love, something like that. Then I chose living at that time. I preferred to live. So back in the day, like I woke up, my classmates were like they were very shocked that I woke up because they said like I wasn't really breathing. So I was also shocked that they told me I wasn't breathing. So it's a real menace back then. Then after they graduated, I wasn't able to graduate because I had dengue um midway the term. So I had to repeat again. I was also depressed when my mom reached her breaking point that she had to put me in special schooling, homeschooling. I was very depressed because these people like it's gonna be sad not seeing them anymore. Like they were like with me for the 4 years of our lives. We were together we knew each other. Some of them were like 10 years with me before even reaching high school. So it was like very hard on me. So I was like, why put me here in this situation? And that's what when all comes spiraling down. I was very, very upset. I was very depressed on how things turned out to be. Turned out that I have to to study in an enclosed room full of like other people who had sickness also. I was like I've I what I always do is after that I go check them upstairs and I still know their schedule, so basically I know where they are, so I check them out, I see them like and if there was time I would like talk to them. But the real hard truth there is um after like they graduated, I was still in school, and um it all comes down spiraling aside. I got back to regular schooling, but the next batch that came after our batch was way worse. They were bullies, and I wouldn't keep her name. I would say it here. I have we have voices, we have this voice that we want to tell people like, oh, this person like she's the worst. Um, the person's name that made me really feel um horrible is just is no, she's not just, but for me she's just a person. Her name is Miss Jenica Sanchez. She made my life a living hell. Like I also had a problem in the house also. So basically like it's not that we're not an unhealthy family. It's like she's like uh she said na I will tell my parents what happened. I didn't do that because it's not my attitude to tell my parents everything like, oh, someone bullied me. I was like that time easily because my previous classmates were like we were like with each other for like 13 years. Then I was like they were always telling me when we were younger I cry, but you got used to it. When they tell me like, oh, I look like this, I was like, oh yeah, I know, since you were the first time telling me it when we were younger. It's like, but they were different. She didn't realize. And the most sad part their thing is when I asked her why did she transfer to her school back then. I was like, she said, oh, because I saw the prom, it was so beautiful. And she was like, she wanted to, when is the prom? And she was like, I told her, like, it's gonna be after a year again. I was like, she just transferred for the prom. And then, since that day that she came to school, she made the living hell. She, she would put paper at my back and it says, kick me. I hated her for that. Like, you make people feel that way. Are you like contented with that? Like I don't know, like she's this person who like made my life a living hell, and it became the spiral of the cycle of like I was very depressed. She even like locked me in the bathroom of the school until I passed out, and my professor saw me. And some some of her minions also like, oh, I'm at sip sip. I forgot the term for I'm simping on my professor. So basically I'm not doing that. These professors knew me when I was younger. Even even the guards knew me when I was younger, to principals. So basically I've been in the school my whole life. So I realized like she was just aiming for fame back in the day, like when she heard that there is a lot of people going to watch you because um one of my professors asked me if I wanted to participate in such an event. And when she knew there was a lot of people going to watch, oh, she was like, no, it's okay, I'll do it. At first she was said, oh, I'm shy. ah, duh. I was like, okay, you do it, then I can focus on my ACADS. I was I wasn't really that seeking attention because back in the day, like I felt like everyone was watching me because they were like very worried that I get attacks. So I was taking a lot of medications back then, but still, um, after like her hellish years with her, I think that was back in December 2013. I really wasn't able to like take it anymore and swallow up all her bad mouthing about me and her minions also. So I grabbed the hair of one of her minions. I was like, "Oh, you like me? You're like telling me like I'm what do you call that? I'm weak. I don't, I don't stand up for myself or something." I was like, I was crying, like you think I won't do this to you, like come on, I'm not that. Not that I just don't tell people because it's not. I don't tell people because like I can bear it, but now within 6 months, someone would badmouth you. What would you feel? Diba? So yeah, it stinks. So again, like she said, like oh, like let go of my hair. Like I told her, like you can do me emotional pain, but that doesn't even compare to how you like emotionally drained me. The pain you're feeling right now that I was pulling her hair. I even like done this like to my teacher what I call like because I just blacked out. I was mad. I did tell her that everything like like they were and after that day they were like scared of me. After that day gone they never like gone trying to bully me again. Then um that was basically um high school. Then after that, after telling me that I won't be able to graduate, they've gone with me on the same boat. They weren't even able to graduate also. Ironic, right? That's why to me you only have the beauty, but karma's fast. Hit you hard. So, like I won't say anything about her anymore. Like she's just fucked up. Anyway, like thank you for listening, and if you do like this kind of content, do like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and to give me a thumbs up for the video, and feel free to comment down below on how you feel about my story. Um, and tune in for our next, next. Tune in for our next topic. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. Till next time from My Life Inside Out.